Good to talk to you. Just saw the note when I looked at the email, and Roberto tells me he's going to keep you in the picture about G5RV for the 28th. But okay, I could have done that myself. We're just getting a mob together down here at Mid Sussex and running 1 hour slots for them to run the thing as often as we can on the 28th, which was Louis' the day that he passed away 25 years ago. Okay, won't keep you. Let's just see how you've got. I've got my American family come over today. My own normally, but in a week's time there will be 8 of us in the house, so it's not going to be easy. Well, take care. Good evening. Always a pleasure, Nick. MX0KSU, QSL.
Yes, G3WYM with GB4SOE. This is MX0KSU. Yeah, no problem at all, Ken. Thank you for giving us a call. And yeah, I've got the information from Bob. By all means, just keep sending me the info and I'll put it out in a separate note to club members to remind them and anyone listening to us today that your club, Mid Sussex Amateur Radio Club, will be running the station G5RV to remember the 25th year since the passing of Louis Varney, G5RV, so on the 28th of June. Ken, you'll have to look out for me. We're over in France, only in the Bay of the Somme that week and on a campsite down there. So I will try and call in from France with my 10 watts to you to see if we can make a QSO, Ken. So 73's to you. Thank you very much for calling in. Let me just pass the microphone back to Henry. GB4SOE MX0KSU.
Hear them. We shall be toddling off to the Navy in a moment. Thanks, Nick. You might be back.
Yeah, Roger, GB4SOE. And this is Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. Yeah, we've wished a good evening to Ken, G3WYN, and thank you very much for calling in, Ken. Let me take our station up there in Scotland. Sorry, I've forgotten your call sign already, and I was busy making a note of the information from Ken about the G5RV commemoration station on the 28th of June. So back to you. This is MX0KSU standing by. Yeah, Roger, Robin. Yeah, thank you very much for calling in this evening to M0JP from MX0KSU. Yeah, thank you very much, Robin. You were peaking 5 and 8, sometimes just below 5 and 9. So, but a very, very good signal here, good audio and a nice strong signal. I'm running here currently about 300 watts and I'm using the end-fed half wave tonight. I wasn't sure whether to use that or the off-center fed dipole, 40-meter dipole. but I plumped for the end-fed half wave. So hopefully that will get me to make a few contacts this evening. QRX Robin, stand by 2M0JP. Let me just put out another call and say who we've got on the call uh, on the frequency this evening. This is Mike X-Ray Zero Kilo Sierra Uniform, the club station of Pennine Ham, calling CQ, and we have on frequency with us tonight Golf Bravo 4 Sierra Oscar Echo GB4 SOE, a special event station, and we also have right up in the north of Scotland 2 Mike 0 Juliet Echo Papa. So this is MX0KSU, standing by for any calls. Yeah, I've got a Golf Mike 7, but very, very weak. Henry, did you pick up the Golf Mike 7? GB4 SOE MX0KSU. Go again, Henry. Yeah, Henry, you were doubling there. You were doubling there with Howard. Golf Mike 7 Echo Sierra Mexico. This is MX0KSU. I've got you here. Your readability 4/5 when you come up out of the noise, and I think the signal strength was about an S5. So thank you very much, Howard, for giving us a call. We've also got Robin on. I don't know if you heard Robin a bit earlier. 2M0JP, a bit further to the north of you. And we've also got, of course, Henry GB4 SOE. So thank you for the call, Howard. I'm just going to, I've got Mike, DR1 BJW, who is operating QRP, is listening on 7117. Let me just see if we can get Mike and Adriana into the call this evening. Delta Lima 8, Bravo Delta Tango. Delta Lima 8, Bravo Delta Tango. This is Mike X-Ray 0, Kilo Sierra Uniform, calling and standing by. Yeah, nothing heard here. Henry, did you hear Adriana's call, DL8 BDT, MX0KSU, passing the microphone back to GB4 SOE? Nothing heard here from DL8 BDT. I know they're running QRP there, Henry. So can you hear them at all, Henry? Over. Yeah, GB4SOE. This is MX0KSU here. Adriana, sorry I can't hear you, but I wonder whether Robin up in the north of Scotland or Howard can hear you. Let me pass the microphone back to Robin first of all. 2 Mike 0, Japan Echo Papa. This is MX0KSU. Can you hear DL8 BDT? Over. Yeah, Roger, Robin. I didn't hear him. I didn't hear Adriana coming back to Henry either. I've got no copy at all on Adriana, so my apologies to Mike and Adriana. But I'm glad you can at least hear them there. Let's just see if Howard was picking up DL8 BDT. GM7 Echo Sierra Mike. Did you hear DL8 BDT? Over. Roger. Yeah, he was quite weak earlier, and I didn't hear anything from that time. Mike and Adriana will persevere here. Although I will in a few minutes try and see if I can QSY very briefly to 20 meters to call one of our members of Pennine Ham, Luke M7 Oscar Papa Kilo, who is up on a trig point in West Yorkshire this evening. But he posted a message on our WhatsApp group that he's right next to some radio masts that are completely wiping out 40 meters. So he's putting a call on 20. If I QSY for 5 minutes to see if I can hear Luke, I will hand the microphone over, I think, Henry, to you, GB4SOE. If you wouldn't mind just putting out a few more calls, and I'll join you again in about 5 minutes. Let me just see if I can hear Luke. Back to you, Henry. GB4SOE. This is Mike X-Ray 0, Kilo Sierra Uniform. Oh, I think the propagation is definitely changing. Golf Bravo 4 Sierra Oscar Echo. This is MX0KSU. Do you copy, Henry? Over. Oscar November 8, November Tango, ON8NT. Jeff, lovely to receive you. I didn't look at the S meter, but you were a solid Q5. I'll give you the S meter reading on the next over. We've got on call earlier Henry Golf Bravo 4 Sierra Oscar Echo GB4SOE with a special event station they're running down there in Bedford. I'll let you make a call for Henry. We've also got on the call tonight Robin up in the north of Scotland, 2 Mike 0 Japan Echo Papa. And we've also got Howard Golf Mike 7 Echo Sierra Mexico. I've completely lost Howard. I didn't hear Henry on the last over, but I know Henry was able to just copy Adriana DL8 BDT. So let me put the microphone back to you, Jeff, and let's just see if you'd be able to pick any of them out of the very noisy changeable band tonight. ON8NT MX0KSU. ON8NT from MX0KSU. Sorry, Jeff, I lost you there. You were Q5 mainly until the end, and the noise level and the other adjacent stations knocked you out. But you were peaking S5 on the S meter, but the band is quite noisy, and as I think we're all aware, conditions change very, very rapidly on 40 meters. ON8NT MX0KSU. Okay. To Mike Zero, Japan Echo Papa, MX0KSU. Do you want to just see if Henry can put out a call to Jeff ON8NT? I don't know if Henry can call Jeff ON8NT. Back to you, Robin. 2M0JP, MX0KSU. A 2M0JP from MX0KSU. Robin, do you want to give Jeff a call? Give ON8NT a call and see if you can make a QSO with Jeff. I'll pass the microphone back to you, Robin. Over. To M0JP from MX0KSU. Yeah, Robin, I'm glad you got the QSO in there with Jeff. Both of you running low power, and Jeff, of course, with a very, very small antenna there. So I'm delighted that you've made that QSO with him. Yeah, propagation is changing very quickly. So I could just hear Jeff. Jeff, you were coming through about S5. But the band noise level is now just nearly S5 as well. It's about S4. So when you dropped a bit, it just became slightly tricky to hear you. But I got most of your last over there, Jeff. Let me just put out one more call quickly on 40. And then I'm going to very briefly QSY to 20 meters to 14293 to see if we can pick up our club member Luke M7 OPK. What I'll do is QSY and then come back to this frequency and carry on 40 if nothing heard on 20. So first of all, I'm going to pass the microphone back to Henry. I don't know if you can still copy me, Henry. If I can't hear him, Robin, can you take up the chair and we'll put out another call. So, Golf Bravo 4, Sierra Oscar Echo, Mike X-Ray 0, Kilo Sierra Uniform. Uh, 2M0JP from MX0KSU. Yeah, I'm still here, but I did briefly QSY to 20 meters to see if I could hear Luke M7OPK, who's up on a trig point in West Yorkshire. Unfortunately, I was unable to hear Luke. Nothing heard at all on 14293, so I came back to this frequency. QRX, everybody, let's just put out another quick CQ call and see if we've got any other friends or members of Pennine Ham that want to call in this evening. This is Mike X-Ray 0, Kilo Sierra Uniform, CQ40 CQ. This is Mike X-Ray 0, Kilo Sierra Uniform, looking out for any calls, but especially, of course, members and friends of Pennine Ham. This is MX0KSU standing by. 2M0JP from MX0KSU. Nothing heard here. Back to you. Yeah, Roger, Robin. Thank you very much. Let's put out another CQ call and see if we can get hold of any more members or friends of Pennine Ham. This is Mike X-Ray 0, Kilo Sierra Uniform. Mike X-Ray 0, Kilo Sierra Uniform. CQ40, CQ. CQ40, CQ40. This is Mike X-Ray 0, Kilo Sierra Uniform. The club a call of Pennine Ham, calling CQ40 and looking for any callers, but especially Pennine Ham club members and friends. This is MX0KSU standing by. Nothing heard here. Robin, do you want to put out a call yourself and see if anyone can pick you up? And then if you wouldn't mind, if you're still in contact with Henry GB4SOE, passing the microphone back to him and asking him to put out a call as well. So back to you, Robin. 2M0JEP, MX0KSU. Mike 7, Oscar Papa Kilo, Mike 7, Mike 7, Oscar Papa Kilo, M7 OPK. This is Mike X-Ray 0, Kilo Sierra Uniform. Do you copy, Luke? Over. M7 OPK from MX0KSU. Yeah, no problem at all, Luke. Your readability 5, signal strength 1. You're 5 and 1. I've got virtually no noise on 20 meters and you're coming through. So we've made the QSO. I'm going to go back to 40 meters, although we're struggling with our net at the moment because propagation has changed quite dramatically on 40. Pass the microphone back to you, Luke, and then I'm going to QSY back to 7.117. Mike 7, Oscar Papa Kilo, Mike X-Ray 0, Kilo Sierra Uniform. M7 OPK from MX0KSU. Yeah, no problem at all, Luke. Have fun this evening. Enjoy the countryside on a beautiful, beautiful evening. I'm going to go back to 40, but stay on 20 meters. Let's see if we've got any of our members who called in on 40, like Jeff ON8NT, like Adriana DL8BDT, to see if they can QSY to 14293 and pick you up. So have a good evening, Luke. I'm going to QSY back to 40 meters. 73s.
On the radio completely. I'll try calling back again.
Yeah, 2 Mike 0, Juliet Echo Papa, MX0KSU returning. Yeah, you're still the same signal strength you were, Robin. I QSY to 20 meters and managed a QSO with Luke M7OPK. So it will be good if ON8NT or Adriana maybe DL8 BDT could try seeing if they can hear Luke putting out a CQ call. He's on 14293, 14293. So back to you, Robin. 2M0JP, MX0KSU. Yeah, 2M0JP from MX0KSU. Yeah, Mike 1 Alpha Yankee Golf is Rachel, our club secretary, Robin. It's Rachel, our club secretary. So I'm glad that you've heard her at least. I don't know, Rachel, if you're still listening on 40 meters, but put out another call and let's see if you can make that QSO with Robin. This is Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. Robin, let me pass the microphone back to you because I'm pretty sure that Rachel is not going to hear me from her location on 40. Let's pass the microphone back to you and put out a call for Rachel M1AYG. 2M0JP MX0KSU. Yeah, 2M0JP from MX0KSU. Yeah, no problem at all, Robin. Yeah, I can't hear Rachel at all, which is not surprising since it would have to be a ground wave transmission, and there's a very, very big lump of rock between our two locations. So, not surprising this evening that I've got no copy at all on Rachel. You're still a very, very good, strong 5 and 9 with me, Robin. You're still a very, very strong 5 and 9. So that's it. That's extremely good. Jeff Owen 8NT was unable to hear Rachel as well. So my apologies to you, Rachel. And we have got a few people, by the way, watching us live on YouTube. I know Rachel was one of those earlier. Not sure who else is there on YouTube watching us live. But thank you for Jeff for just posting a nice little audio clip back up there. I'm going to put a CQ call out and see which amongst us still online here can make contact. This is Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform CQ40 CQ CQ40 CQ40. This is the club call of Pennine Ham Amateur Radio Club, Gulf Mexico X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform MX0KSU, calling CQ40 CQ40, looking for obviously members and friends of Pennine Ham, but also anyone else who would like to call in this evening. We've got various other stations online that you may be able to make contact with this evening. This is MX0KSU standing by.
Yeah, Mike X-Ray 0 India Golf Juliet.
Mike X-Ray 0 India Golf Juliet. A very, very nice signal. Good 5 and 9 copy with me. Thank you very much for giving us a call. The name here is Nick, and I'm the chair of Pennine Ham. We've got Robin 2M0JP on the radio this evening as well, up in John O'Groats. We've got Jeff ON8NT as well here, and we've got Rachel M1AYG, who's the secretary of Pennine Ham, who's also on this frequency. So let me pass the microphone back to you first of all. I think looking up very quickly, you're right the way down in the southwest, down in Cornwall. Mike X-Ray 0 India Golf Juliet. Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform. Yeah, Roger. What's your name there, over? Yeah, Roger, John. Thank you very much for the call. Delighted to get another club call in. Yeah, we don't activate our club call sign as often as we should do. It's been used a few times for parks on the air and summits on the air, and occasionally for running a brief nets as well, like we're doing this evening. Our meetings, we're an online radio club, John. So although we started up here in the Pennine Hills, so Rachel, our club secretary, lives just a few miles down the road from me. We are an online radio club with members across the UK and in a few other countries as well. We've got some members in Ireland, in the US, in Belgium, and in Germany that are also members of the club and regularly attend our online Zoom meetings. We meet on a Wednesday evening, but we've got no speaker this week, so I thought it was probably a good time to activate the club call. I'm running here about 300 watts into an end-fed half wave and located in my home QTH, which is the small town of Littleborough, about 15 miles to the north of Manchester. Back to you, John, and then let's see if we can put out a call for a few of our other members. MX0 India Golf Juliet, MX0KSU.
brief history about the club. When I was all those years ago, we didn't have anything local to anyone to live there. I gradually went to do my own following, so I opened the club. So people in the North Cornwall area could do their own sort of sound, and we had quite a few come through the doors. And obviously recent years with COVID and we started going online, we don't really get many at all now, so we concentrate on other special events and stuff. But what we do forget about the call. Anyway, that's enough one from me. I'll put it straight back to you and you can get around over.
Yeah, Roger, John. Thank you very much for that information, and congratulations on your club there and work you've done to help people through their licenses there. So well done to you and other club members up there in the north of Cornwall. Let me pass the microphone over to Robin up in John O'Groats. Let's see if we can get a John O'Groats to Cornwall QSO this evening. 2 Mike 0 Juliet Echo Papa. This is MX0KSU.
I'm getting them direct. Well, about a 5 and a 7, but again, getting knocked around by the URM. So yeah, I'll try giving him a call if that's okay. MX0 India Golf Juliet. This is 2 Mike 0 Juliet Echo Papa. The name is Robin, and I'm up in Portugal at the far north of Scotland. John. Yeah, copy Robin, and very much the same as you from MX0IGJ. Yeah, very much the same as you. I've got lots of people around there looking at the landscape and QRM making it difficult. But you ran a 5 and 8. When you're allowed, you're absolutely perfect. No problem at all, absolutely perfect. But it's quite a busy net with it adjacent, stations. But you are making a trip, Robin. So that's a nice contact from Cornwall up to Scotland, over. MX0IGJ 2N0J returning, John. Yeah, all copied. A beautiful clear signal on Western Supermare SDR, but I'm getting you live on the radio as well. About a 5 and 7, 5 and 8, with a bit of QRM looking at about. But yeah, I'm very lucky up here. I often make contacts right down into the south and further off. So there we go. Nearly end to end, John. So I'll say thanks for that contact at QSO. I'll put it back to Nick. He might want to call anyone else in that's still able to hear us. So let me see, John. Thanks for the contact. Back to you, Nick. MX0KSU from 2N0JEP in the group.
Yeah, Roger, Robin. 2 Mike 0 Juliet Echo Papa from MX0KSU. Yeah, thank you for very much for that, and I'm delighted you got the QSO in there from John O'Groats down to Cornwall. Let's see if we've still got Henry online. Sorry, not Henry. He can't hear me, can he? Let's see if we've still got Jeff online. Oscar November 8, November Tango, ON8NT. Have you got any copy at all on John MX0IGJ down in Cornwall? ON8NT MX0KSU. MX0 India Golf Juliet MX0KSU. Did you copy Jeff ON8NT over?
Unfortunately, nothing at all. No, not a thing. I've got loads of noise and QRM, but not a sausage over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, Jeff is one of our club members, a very active member of our club. You probably recognise the call sign if you buy Practical Wireless. He writes quite a lot in Practical Wireless, John. But Jeff lives in some flats in Belgium, not far from Bruges, and so he runs low power into a hamstick antenna on the balcony of his flats there. So I can receive him about 5 and 5 here. He also gave you 5 and 5, so he's got a copy on you, but unfortunately, I don't think he's got enough power to make the contact over to you. Let me just pass the microphone back to Robin, 2M0JP. Robin, do you want to make a call for GB4SOE? I don't know if Henry's still online and whether Henry would like a contact down to Cornwall. 2M0JP, MX0KSU.
Bravo 4 SOE to MDO. Henry, I'm copying you, Henry. I'm copying you. It's very, very noisy, but I'm copying you. And I didn't quite get what you call Gold Bravo 4. I didn't get the last digits. But Henry, I recognise your voice, Henry. It's John, MX0ITJ. But you'll recognise my call sign. It's Mike 0, Hotel Julia Oscar, M0HJO. It's John in Tintagel. Henry, back to you. That's copy, Henry. And I've got it down on my notepad. As you can actually get 5 and 9, Henry. But absolutely getting battered now with the ban going on. And I've got lots of our cousins from across the channel, either side of us and underneath us, getting battered. So you're actually at 5 and 9, Henry. Good signal, but it's short term. It's busy here. Henry, lovely to work with you. This is a pleasure. I'll put it back to you, and I'll let you hand it back to net control. Over.
Net control at the moment.
Yeah, Mike X-ray 0 Kilo Sierra uniform. Yeah, thank you very much indeed. You come right back up again, Henry. You're 5 and 9. I lost you earlier, completely disappeared into the noise. You've come back up again. We've got our member Mike DL1BJW. Mike DL1BJW is listening on 7.117 with Adrienne DL8BDT. So I don't know, Mike or Adrienne, I can't hear you, but it's possible John in Tintagel or Henry in Bedford may be able to hear you. So Mike and Adriana, do you want to put a call out for either Golf Bravo 4 Sierra Oscar Echo or for Mike X-ray 0 India Golf Juliet? I'll pass the microphone to you and see if you want to make that call. Over. Golf Bravo 4 Sierra Oscar Echo with 2M0JP and MX0IGJ. I don't think Mike and Adriana in Northern Germany can hear any of us, and Jeff ON8NT hasn't been able to hear them as well. And I'm assuming from the fact that neither John nor Robin came back, or Henry came back to Mike and Adriana's call, that none of them have got copy on either DL1BJW or DL8 BDT out there in northern Germany. So apologies to them. I've suddenly got S9 noise on the band. Literally, QR Nancy of S9 has come up on the band in the last 5 minutes, but I did hear Henry there. So let's just pass the microphone back to John in Tintagel. Hopefully, we've still got a path, and then we'll quickly pass back to Robin and Henry, put out maybe one more call, and then give it a night. So back to you, John. MX0 IGJ, MX0KSU. Yeah, MX0 IGJ from MX0KSU. Yeah, thank you very much, John. Still copied you Q5, but there is now S9 noise here. Mike, DL1BJW in Oldenburg in North Germany, tells me he's picking you up 5.9 plus, John. He's picking you up 5.9 plus. Let me, before you disappear, John, would you mind just putting out a very quick call for DL1BJW or DL8BDT, whichever call sign you want. Mike and Adriana are there, and see if you can make that quick QSO before you disappear. MX0 IGJ, this is MX0KSU. Yeah, Roger, Roger. Delta Lima 8, Bravo Delta Tango. Delta Lima 8, Bravo Delta Tango, over. Yes, Mike X-Ray 0, India Golf Juliet. This is Mike X-Ray 0, Kilo Sierra Uniform. Yeah, delighted you've got the contact in there with Mike and Adriana in Northern Germany. So thank you very much, John, for staying on frequency to do that. I'm just going to pass it quickly back to Robin, 2M0JP, to wish him a very pleasant evening as well. And then we'll pass it over to Henry. But perhaps put out one more call, and then we'll give up on 40 meters. By the way, for anyone listening, Mike 7 Sierra Zulu Yankee M7SZY, one of our club members based in the Liverpool area, is operating Parks on the Air, currently calling on 14192. He's currently calling on 14192. So Mike and Adriana and Jeff, do QSY to 20 meters and see if you can give Marek a call there and give him another contact in his POTA activation this evening. Back to you, Robin, probably for the final. 2M0JP, MX0KSU. Yeah, I missed the last bit there, Robin, but yeah, there's the most awful S9 noise which you're competing with, but copied most of that. But lovely to get you in the log this evening, Robin. Let's just pass the microphone back to Henry, GB4SOE, and just wish you a pleasant evening. And then I'm probably going to QSY to 20 meters as well, and look for a frequency near where Marek is, see if we can make a QSO into Liverpool. I probably can't, but one or two of you may be able to. Back to you, Henry. Golf Bravo 4 Sierra Oscar Echo. This is MX0KSU. Yeah, Roger, Roger, GB4SOE from Mike X-Ray Zero Kilo Sierra Uniform. Yeah, I didn't hear Howard at all. I could just make out there was a station there, but I've now got S9 QR Nancy on 40 meters, which is making life very, very difficult there. So, look, everybody, it's been a fun evening. Glad to have got a few people in the log. I'm going to QSY to 20 meters and see if I've got any chance of making contact with Marek M7SZY, who is currently putting out some calls on parks on the air on 20 meters. So I'm going to QSY there, I think, to 14192 and see if he's around. And a big shout out as well. I don't think anyone on this net this evening is in a position to make the QSO, but our member Andy, 2 Echo Zero Golf Yankee India, is operating a stroke P on 2 meters FM for a little event called Former Collieries on the Air, former mining collieries on the air. And he's located at Dodworth, not far from Barnsley in South Yorkshire. And he's currently on 144.475 or 144.425, operating from the location of what was a former pit at Dodworth outside Barnsley. So that's 2 Echo Zero Golf Yankee India Portable. Everyone else, 73s to Robin, 73s to Howard, 73s to Henry, 73s, of course, to Rachel and those listening on YouTube, and also to Mike and Adriana and Jeff out there in Belgium. I'm going to briefly QSY to 20 meters. So I'm going to just pass the microphone back to Robin, who I think was the one consistent station in the last 30 minutes, to Mike Zero, Japan Echo Papa. This is Mike X-Ray Zero Kilo Sierra Uniform. Back to you, Robin. This is MX0KSU, QSY to 14192, QSY to 14192. Good evening, everyone. This is Mike X-Ray 0 Kilo Sierra Uniform MX0KSU. Nick G4IW on the microphone. Going to wish everyone a very pleasant evening who tuned in on YouTube. We had some fun contacts this evening. Terry G7WRS, I've just seen your message that you were picking up John down there in Tintagel. So I'm glad we facilitated a few QSOs there, and it was a fun evening. For anyone listening who's in reach of South Yorkshire, our member Andy 2E0GYI is currently on operating on 2 meters FM for Collieries on the Air this evening, and he's located at Dodworth, just outside Barnsley. So anyone who's got 2 meter FM that could possibly reach across to outside Barnsley, Andy is there on 144275 or thereabouts on those frequencies around the calling channel there. Have a listen out for Andy and try and get him in the log. 73s, everyone. Thank you for listening on YouTube, and thank you everyone who called in and tried to call in, and apologies to those who we lost because of changing bank conditions and of course the noise level on 40 meters. 73s, and good night to everyone, and we'll do this another time. This is MX0KSU, now going QRT. Thank you everyone.